60 years of the 1460 boot, 50 years of Black Sabbath, the godfathers of metal. I think this has been a long way coming. We've had some good punk rock collaborations, but man, I've been dying for some metal collaborations. And I think that, you know, standard rock and roll is something that is very iconic and goes very well with Doc Martens. So Nativity in Black. So based off of their first debut album 50 years ago, so in 1970, Doc Martens has collaborated with the team, or the marketing team, or however that works, at Black Sabbath, whoever's in charge of it, and have created these boots. Very similar to what they did with Converse. So I think it gave them a good place to test it out and see how was this going to work in a high top, what design was best suited for a 1460 boot. This is the one that I personally bought for myself. They did make a 1461, which has the artwork for Paranoid on it. I think it's absolutely amazing. But because of the fact that I don't get a chance to break in most of my Doc Martens, I kind of lean more towards the boots, because modern Doc Martens, really, with the right socks, they don't really have much break-in for a boot. Little side tidbit, remember, Doc Martens aren't sneakers. If you are putting on a pair of Doc Martens and you expect it to be, to feel like a pair of cushy sneakers at any point in time, I would lower your expectations. Doc Martens, in my experience, are the most comfortable boots that I can buy. So I kind of match that expectation. I go ahead and compare it to like a pair of Red Wings, you know, great quality boot, or there's another brand with an F that I can't seem to think about right now. Oh man, I've tried them on before, absolutely love them, but man, they would definitely take a larger break-in. Right from the go, you know, go ahead, if you can think of that brand with an F, stylish F or whatever, please leave it in the comments. And I love being corrected. It's a good chance for me to learn being wrong. So the leather that's used on these is pretty cool. It's the backhand straw grain leather. Now, to my knowledge, most, if not all, of the leather used with Doc Marten footwear are full grain leather. Now, the exception to that, at least that to my knowledge, was straw grain leather before. Now, come forward, they seem to be evolving the straw grain leather, and now it's the backhand straw grain leather, and this is actually a full grain leather. So I think it's falling in line with all the others, and I wonder how this will fare for full res prints. So there is an episode that I did on full res prints, so you can kind of view that and set your expectations as accordingly. But this is the backhand straw grain leather, where we have the full res print on it. The leather, there is actually a strip on the back that's black, and yes, this feels like just the regular backhand leather. You can experience that on, I think there was a Studs that came out last year that was that backhand. And that's what it feels like to me, even though on the site it doesn't name a different leather for this back area. But if I had to give my educated guess, that's what it is. So these in particular come with two sets of laces. So we have the black flats, and at the ends, the aglets, they're purple, and in the end they say they have the letters NIB, which means nativity in black. I mean, dude, what is more metal than nativity in black? And this is before metal was even a thing. Black Sabbath is the beginning of metal. I mean, to my knowledge, as a guitarist, I always thought that Tony Iommi invented distortion. I think it was a mix between Tony Iommi and the guy from the Kinks. And I think that what they did is they just slashed the speakers. And I'm going back to the 90s where we used to have what was called, in the early 90s on MTV, rockumentaries. And I remember a story about that really stuck with me. So it was just, that's how it was. That's how they were able to get that distortion sound, which is so cool. So nativity in black. The eyelets are black, except for the top one, which is purple, which I think is super dope. The pull tag is black with purple text. And it has a charm on it, which is so cool, man. I love that they are doing this with other models. I know I have the collaboration, the Yamamoto's one for the 60th anniversary, and they did a spider on there. And then the Dolls Kill one, they did something as well. They had a charm. So I think it's a good little extra piece. In my opinion, the one here on these 1460s is probably my favorite. It is so freaking cool. And I love that it's not, you know, it's not completely symmetrical, but it's on the circle, and it's just, it's very, very cool. All right, the backs. Now this was one of the things that almost got me to get the 1461s, where on the toe cap it actually has Black Sabbath on it. It really is choice. I think that they made a mistake not doing this in the CBGBs. Even though I think they did it in one, but they didn't do it in the other. It was printed on. I think it would have been really cool if it would have had it embossed. So, Black and Sabbath. So I guess maybe it would be like this, which is kind of weird. So, no, maybe they expect you to read it like that. Maybe it looks better with the camera. So besides the flat black, we have some round black with purple tips that it comes with, which is fantastic. The soles are what you expect with a pair of modern Doc Martens, whether they're, you know, as it's going now, and I've talked to in other videos, the blurring of made in England versus made in Asia. So the soles are pretty much the same, which is fantastic, and this is part of the reason that makes them more comfortable. Again, the masses want something that they can just throw on. They wanted it for years, and I feel that we're at the pinnacle of Doc Marten design right now, and we're especially with the air sole, that was the whole point of the air sole, was to provide a comfort that no other shoe or boot could have. So it's pretty typical as far as the density. It's what we see. So just to kind of recap from a high level, I want to talk again about the big change, I guess, which is the backhand strong grain. So we'll see how it fares with scuffs. Now, if we look on the inside, it's the same thing as the straw grain leather, where the inside is white. So obviously they needed that in order to do this full breast print. So if you do get a scuff on it, you're going to see white. I don't know what people are thinking when they expect otherwise. And I want to learn it so I can educate why this is happening, and we can all have proper expectations. I mean, we're investing this money into this. I mean, this isn't, you know, throwaway money. I mean, not that any money is throwaway money, but we're paying you know, over $130 for this footwear. We want to know what we're actually getting. And I think that if you align your expectations with the facts and you know, see if it works with you as a wearer, aesthetically, as a wearer, comfort-wise. So yeah, the Black Sabbath, it would be their 50th anniversary. Fucking amazing. And, another 60 years with Doc Martens, which is, wow, we're coming to a close here. Pretty exciting, all the stuff that they've been pumping out for the 60th. Super stoked. They are selling out. I see them, I know they popped up recently, again, on the Doc Martens site. This is the middle of October right now, 2020, so I don't know what that's going to fare when you watch this video. There is also a shop that I would recommend and trust called Posers. It's in Hollywood, in California. I'd recommend them. Last time I checked, they were fully stocked. That's in the States. And then there's also places out of the States. I don't know if Shoe has it in the UK, but there's also places out of the States, other retailers. I would definitely go with that before you end up looking at resellers on eBay or Poshmark, Depop, Mercari, sites like that. Definitely try to find it from certified retailers first. Unfortunately, there are people, unknown their motives, but will purchase them to resell them, and in some cases hack up the price, which I feel tarnishes some of the fandom. Again, don't know what the motives are in that, but it's, I think it's important. Hopefully one day Doc Martens will have a feature on the site where you can only purchase one at a time for these limited collaborations, especially. So we'll see what happens. So Black Sabbath, fuck yeah. Oh my god, I curse so much in this. I'm gonna have to mark it explicit. It's gonna be a non-children's episode, so sorry about that. Or maybe I'll beep it. I haven't decided. We'll see. Okay, bye guys. If you liked the video you just saw or wanted to add something to it, go ahead and click on the like and the comment button down below. Also, if you want to keep up with all the videos that I create, subscribe, and then once you subscribe, you can tap on the bell and then you'll receive an email. So you're always kind of in the know. I mean, you watched it, right? So I guess you liked it. You gotta tell the, algorithms what to show other people and what people are interested in. And besides that, I need validation. I need to know that I'm making something that people actually enjoy and want me to continue making more of, right? What do you think, Cherry? Yeah? Think they should do it?